Hey, what's up? I'm back with another one. Yeah, keeping me going here. Okay, so this R&B singer, what's her name? Jaguar, right? Exposing Diddy, exposing Mary J. Blige, exposing herself. Um, Clive Davis. Who else? Christopher Williams. This is 2020, so it's like maybe 10 years too late, I would say. Because, right now, it's like nothing is shocking or surprising about anybody in gay relationships, even when it come down to the men. Because us women, and I'm a gay woman too myself, right now I just live a celibate life. I stay to myself, but us women believe that only women could do the gay thing, the same sex thing, and it's okay. It sounds okay. It looks okay. But when the men do it, we feel like, oh no, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would a man want to be a woman? You know what I'm saying? Like, he has a whole dick in his pants. He's a whole man. Like, why would you want to be, you know, a woman? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you want to be the stronger sex or whatever the situation is? Why would a man want to, do something like that? We can't really um, understand that. You know what I'm saying? We could only understand two women getting together, but we can't understand two men getting together. But in 2020, it's like it's not shocking to me any stories that come out between two men, having, sex or being in some kind of relationship or a man being bisexual. It's not shocking to me. So I would say that she's about maybe 10 years too late. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to expose, like, these stories about Diddy's been going on for, I think, more than 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? And people have been saying things. A lot of people say, "Oh, we bust in the room and we caught him doing this, and we walked in the room and uh, we caught him doing that with another man or whatever the situation is." Now she's saying that an attorney that worked for Diddy, walked in the room. So everybody walking in the room on Diddy, and he's just not locking his doors, never. And so these walking in the room on Diddy stories is, you know, like, a lot of people have those. The way she speak, fluently. She's not stuttering. She's speaking straight. It doesn't sound rehearsed or nothing like that. So to me, she might be, it might be the truth. You understand what I'm saying? She might be telling the truth, but that's his business. You know what I'm saying? And to me, he has enough money to do what he want, be with whoever he want to be with. Now, the situation with Christopher Williams, as far as, okay, I need to drop this demo, or I want to make this album, or I need a deal, or whatever the situation is, I need a certain amount of money. That's up to him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, somebody could propose something to you, like, well, you got to do this with me, and then I'll give you what you want. You know what I'm saying? You have to be with it. You have to agree with it, or you could, turn them down and walk away and leave. So if that attorney went in that room and seen Christopher Williams on his knees, or however the situation was, and doing whatever with Diddy, a sexual act with Diddy, what you call it? It was up to Christopher Williams to say, well, nah, fuck this. I'm not doing that. Um, I'm not gay or anything like that. I'm out of here. That's not me. You understand what I'm saying? But some people do things for money or whatever the situation is, and I don't know. They want to get ahead with their career, or maybe get their family out of poverty, or want to live a better lifestyle. And however, Diddy got into the game, and he took off. You understand what I'm saying? And he was like moving with it. You know what I'm saying? And he was. I would say I would look at Diddy as being tougher than what people, portray him as. All of that moving around in California and different places. I guess he had backup, with the gangs in California, whatever the situation is. But the way he was moving around and all that stuff that he was into with Biggie and Tupac and stuff like that, that doesn't tell me that he was any weak character. You understand what I'm saying? He was a very strong and bold character, and I guess you would say that, just to be hanging out in clubs all the time, you know what I'm saying? For your job to be in clubs all the time is risky. You understand what I'm saying? Because they constantly shooting out in different situations. And she also talked about the situation with Shine. Um, that Diddy might end up getting locked up for um, his activities or whatever the situation is. But my question is what happened? Why is she coming out on Diddy? She seems like she has some build up anger with like Mary J. Blige and P Diddy and everything like that. Like, did they stunt your growth as far as your music career is concerned? Mary J. Blige, like when she came out, they didn't say she was the best singer or whatever the situation is, but she had kind of like this hip hop bounce that, you know what I'm saying, that kind of like fit in with the bad boy, and in videos and stuff like that. So it wasn't only her voice, it was kind of like her swag and her style that helped Mary J. Blige out too. So um, I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? I hope everything is okay. Like, some people might think that, you're having a mental breakdown, when you come out with stories about, everybody, or, things is building up inside of you. You just want to, like, get everything off your chest or whatever the situation is. And sometimes you should just go and see a psychiatrist or whatever the situation is, talk to them and let all of that stuff out or whatever the situation is, because, um, it's 2020 and people don't really care who Diddy is having oral sex with or having sex with, men or women or whatever the situation is. That's his business. He's already up there, damn near a billionaire with all of the money, and we have to find a way to get where he's at. You understand what I'm saying? We trying to become multi-millionaires and trying to get to $1 billion just like he has. You understand what I'm saying? So the story's been spilling for Diddy for over 25 years. It's clearly like it's got to be clearly like over 25 years. Everybody that I've met that I spoke that worked for Diddy or worked for Bad Boy, they said that, oh yeah, because they bust in the room and they saw him with another man, or they saw him in an orgy or whatever the situation is. If that's what he liked, then that's his thing. It's not no shocking news. The only thing that's shocking about the situation is, the details of whatever the situation is, and it might be true that attorney walked in there. You know what I'm saying, and you know, and I don't know. People with money, they might ask you, to see how far they can go. What would you do? Like, um, I'm asking you to do this. You understand what I'm saying? And this would, I can help you. You understand what I'm saying? And, after you do this, you understand what I'm saying? You know, um, you're gonna get what you need. But if you don't do it, then you gotta go back home and live your regular life. So I guess Christopher Williams was like, "I'll do it." You understand what I'm saying? Like maybe Christopher Williams is a, has a little sugar in his tank. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or he agreed to doing that. I don't think did he put a gun to his head to do it. You understand what I'm saying? If he did it for, to drop a demo or an album or whatever the situation is, that was his choice to say, you know, okay, yeah, yeah, I do that to get my demo dropped or whatever the situation is, or to get my album dropped or whatever music he dropped. You understand what I'm saying? Or to get on or whatever the situation is. People be making sacrifices to get in the music industry, and when stuff like this come out, I just be like, you know, sometimes it make me feel like because I tried in the '90s too, and I used to do a couple of stage shows and trying to be rapping and getting with producers and different things like that, but hearing about the contracts that people signed that you know messed up their lives, you know what I'm saying, that they was never able to come back from, stories like this where you're in the industry but you're not really happy. Maybe you're being overshadowed by somebody else. To me, she was being overshadowed by Mary J. Blige, and she felt like that she was the better singer. She was more knowledgeable about being in the studio and putting a song together. You know what I'm saying? Sitting down with the producer and with the engineer, and and things of that nature. But you know, this is how things is playing out in the world. You would think the educated females should be the females that's lifted up, like females that go to school and get their bachelors, their masters, PhDs, or their doctorates, or whatever the situation is. You know, lawyers, female doctors and stuff like that. But that's not what's being uplifted right now. What's being uplifted is the hoes. You know what I'm saying? The strippers, you know what I'm saying? They the ones that the men is putting on a pedestal. Oh, this is what we like. The girls that strip down and naked and show their booties and dance around and twerk and all while other women are dedicating their life to education, trying to open up businesses, got their head in the books. You would think that none of us have our head in the books. We have our head in the books and stuff like that. We're going to school and getting degrees and stuff like that. But when these men choose, they're choosing all of the like the Instagram models and hoes and stuff like that. As far as taking them on to uh, to get with them and make babies with them, to get married and all kind of stuff like that. So um, that's why a lot of black women is being like independent. You understand what I'm saying? Because us, the ones that's doing the right things and you know um, trying to live a respectful life. You understand what I'm saying? We the corny, boring ones and stuff like that. So um, that's just the way that entertainment industry is. You understand what I'm saying? There's it's a LGBT TQ whatever world. It's the alphabet world, and then it's also a situation where like a jealous world. Where they're killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Like at least not the R&B, but the rappers or whatever the situation is. So you know there's freaks and murderers. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like an industry that you gotta be careful. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants the fame and to be a celebrity. They want the money and they want to go buy the big mansion and have the cars parked and wear the jewelry and everything like that. But it's just starting to seem like you know people are coming from, behind the scenes and telling their stories, and they're not really happy with with their life as a celebrity. You understand what I'm saying? It's like us regular people is enjoying our lives more better. And even though I've been through a whole lot of shit, you understand what I'm saying? I've been through shit like she's saying, like, um, having, beef with men and you a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that? You know what I'm saying? How is a man jealous of a woman? Or why would, men, you know, try to outcast or instill fear into a woman, mainly their own black woman or whatever the situation is. If you don't like me, just leave me alone. You understand what I'm saying? That's the way I feel about it. If we don't like each other, you don't have to stalk me down, harass me, get other niggas to harass me or whatever the situation is. But as far as this information that's coming out that she's speaking, I know she thinks she's saying like a whole lot or whatever the situation is, but people don't even really care in 2020. You know, um, like 2020 is so much done happened, but like as far as the gay thing or men in relationships with other men, it's kind of like you're 10 years too late. And as far as the information about Diddy is concerned, you're about 25 years too late. Only thing you have a detailed incident, you know what I'm saying? And then, Clive Davis and um, Diddy being cool or whatever the situation is, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I guess they say Clive Davis is gay too, or whatever the situation is. And I mean, so many things that she said in this video. I hope mentally, like everything is okay, and you're not trying. You're not. You know, she made a statement about, oh, Diddy, I know you're gonna get me, but I got you first, or whatever the situation is. I hope this is not something we're showing suicidal, like you're being suicidal, because, okay, so you expose one person here and you expose one person there, but like right now you're just coming down on everybody. When she came down on Mary J. Blige, I felt like, they overshadowed her career with Mary J. Blige, so it might have been a bit of jealousy there. You know what I'm saying? And then, so I really didn't understand. She's exposing that Mary J. Blige had a relationship with another woman, and when she divorced with her husband Kendall took the girl with him, and then Mary J had to pay like 30,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Who knew she was getting that much money? Where she could pay that spousal support or whatever the situation is to him. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy if he did run off with the girl that she was in a relationship with. But Jagged Wright also said that she herself is gay, you know what I'm saying, or been in some, or bisexual, and been in the same sex with other females. You understand what I'm saying? So what are you saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So you expose yourself so nobody can expose you. You expose Diddy, you understand what I'm saying? Which, you know, those rumors been out here already. And it's probably plenty of more stories, to come out, unless Diddy did something with some kids that's underage, because if he done anything with anybody that's 18 and above, that's consensual, sex, or is something that they agreed to do, so that was their business, you know what I'm saying? And I think signing a contract is enough. If you're gonna sign a contract with Diddy, and then you're gonna do oral sex too as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like a lot to ask, but I don't know. I guess that's what's going on out here. I know situations out here in the hood, in the crack era, in the '80s, and in the early '90s and stuff like that, where niggas was so cracked out that they was doing fellatio on other men that was in power. You understand what I'm saying? That had money. You know what I'm saying? Some of these drug dealers was making niggas do that too. You know what I'm saying? So because they was thirsty for another hit. So that's what it sounded like to me. So it's not really a shocking situation to me anymore. That's not. And what is he going to jail for? Like she said something about Shine took the rap for Diddy, and he did his 10-year bid, but Diddy's gonna do, if he get busted, he's gonna do 30 or 40 years, like more time. She said something about um flying kids out to perform sexual acts and back and forth and around on planes or whatever the situation is, but I don't. Mm, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what she's talking about, so I'm not even gonna try to talk about that situation. And if those kids is those teenagers or those youth are not coming out and saying anything, I guess they're satisfied with the deal that they got or the life that they lived. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us, get caught up in the situation because of poverty, our family being poor or whatever the situation is. And sometimes we get with people that we don't even really want to be with just because, the fact that they got money, you know what I'm saying? Or if we getting high because they got drugs. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with her. The details was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like her details was crazy, but it just seemed like she got like um a personal anger built up. Like she said something about they did something with some pictures with her son that passed away. So I googled the situation about the son and her son, and what I came up with was that, and I thought I heard about this in the past, that the father shot the son. You understand what I'm saying? And I guess it was supposed to be by accident or whatever. But um, she's claiming that the industry or Diddy or I don't know who supposed to alter some pictures or whatever the situation is. I didn't see no pictures or what she's talking about or anything like that, but it seemed like she has like a build up anger or her career didn't go the way she wanted it to go. That's why I always say if you are in entertainment or you're trying to be a rapper, you're trying to be a singer, you're trying to be an actor, or you try to do anything like in entertainment where um, you might get put on or you might get a contract or you might not never get that far, or you might get put on, you might get signed to a record deal and they might shelf you. You know what I'm saying? And or you might get one hit off but you need more than one, and you might not, um you might not, your career might not last long. You know what I'm saying? If you can't keep producing hits. So my thing is do other things. You know what I'm saying? Um, have other careers. Still go to college behind the scenes. You understand what I'm saying? And do take on other jobs. You understand what I'm saying? Like I done work construction. I done work traffic, issuing summonses. Working for the police department. But I was still proud. I'm still proud of all my jobs that I had. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm a real estate broker. I have my broker's license. I have Best Buy Homes Realty. That's my brokerage company and stuff like that. And as far as um, blacks getting financing for our businesses, which I hope President Trump is true to his word that he's going to put so many billions towards financing for black businesses, because we're very creative people and we have a great drive to be successful, but um, they just don't approve the fundings for us, like white people. They could go to the bank and they'll tell them about their business idea and give them their business plan, and they give them damn near 100,000 to start, or quarter of a million or whatever, or half a million to start. And then with black people, you know we put all our paperwork together and they only want to give us like 10,000 or 20,000, or something that's going to keep us in the hole that our businesses is going to fail. You understand what I'm saying? So I would say, have a backup plan. You understand what I'm saying? Don't just put all of your efforts into being a celebrity or being a star. Do other things. You understand what I'm saying? Open up businesses, learn how to be an entrepreneur. You understand what I'm saying? If you do get some money in the music industry, um, invest in like a business so that when your career died down, you operate in your business behind the scenes, and you won't be so bitter, and you won't be so bottled up. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the same way the last 10 years. They outcast me and they blackballed me and everything like that, and I was trying to get on my feet, but it felt like so many people was against me and just bothering me. I just couldn't gather myself, um, right. You understand what I'm saying? And I had to see a psychiatrist. I still speak to my psychiatrist, and it helped a lot just getting things out, talking to somebody that's, not involved, that's outsider, that's neutral, that's just going to listen to what I'm saying, and just, it doesn't pertain to their life. So, they're not going to, live with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live with, you know, um, everything that I felt that hurt me. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like you have somebody to talk to and you get it off your chest and you get it out of your head, and, you move on with your life because it'll stunt your growth. So I think she's having kind of like an episode like that. Like, she said, "Oh well, this was just attorney situation that happened over. It's been over 20 years, so you know, she don't see why it would bring harm to her, exposing that attorney came to her, worked for her, and told her about that story with Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. It seemed like that story's been bottled up inside of her. She wanted to expose it so bad, and some people just looking at Diddy like, you took all the money. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But I guess he learned the ways of the millionaires, the ones that makes it. You know what I'm saying? They give you a little bit of money and take the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Have you sign a contract, and you know what I'm saying? They get all your royalties or whatever the situation is. So all of that good music that we was hearing from the bad boy in the '90s and stuff like that, all that royalties is his. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's how the music industry is. You can't really get exposure unless you sign with somebody that could give you exposure. And when you sign to them, you signing your brand over, you signing your royalties over, and then you still owe them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But the gay thing, I just wanted to say that it's not shocking. The details of the story, a little shocking, but that's it. That's all I have to say. I don't want to make this thing long. I'm still in my bed, and peace. I'm out. Yeah, have a good night.